the urban jungle of Fort Lauderdale. Welcome back to another adventure. I'm Angelo, and today I have episode 2 of the bait challenge, where we find out whether or not it's going to be a stud or a stinker. And I decided to step away from the corporate world, as I did Bass Pro Shop in the first episode, and I went to a local tackle shop called BJ's Bait and Tackle. And what they've recommended to me today is a Gambler Lure Co. Big Easy 5 1/4 inch swim bait in the June bug color. And not gonna lie, this bait challenge went a little bit better than the last one. That being said, it still took 2 days to really get some good content. And speaking of the content, I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one. My neighbor Kiever decided to help me out being the cameraman, and he did a phenomenal job, and I think he's gonna be joining me on a lot of future adventures. So shout out Kiever. And as always, before I go into any of these stores, I always get permission to video, and I just let them pick me out a lure. That's the fun of the challenge. They recommended this one and told me that it should catch some snakehead. So let's see if it does just that.
And purples,
okay,
would be my go-tos, but this June bug here works good.
That sounds good. We'll do it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Just like that will be the goal. And I guess we're supposed to catch a big snakehead on this is the idea. All right, well, let's go see what we can do. We're just experimenting with it right now. Trying to figure out how you work this thing. Oh, this peacock bass is all over it. Okay. And there's a tilapia the size of my leg. Just laying on the bottom right there. Oh boy. Oh boy. You got tangled up here. Not good. Oh shit. That's just awesome. We're just off to a great start. Just right in the finger. All right. Yeah, that hurts. Okay, let's get that out of my skin somehow without getting caught. All right, let's just, you know what? Oh, and I'm stuck again on that same. We're gonna move. Okay, now that looks better. That looks way better. I actually have some faith in this thing all of a sudden. Oh, wow. Really paying the price to fish this spot. Ow, God. We're basically just gonna walk all the way down this thing and keep pitching. I know they like to sit around structure, so we'll put it over there and see if maybe something wants it. Wow. All right, watch out for those things. Pitching into that stuff maybe. That little bit of cover looks interesting, doesn't it? At least the lure looks good now. Now we just got to get a fish. Oh boy. Oh, that was stupid. That was big time stupid. Maybe I can recruit one of these turtles to help me. Try walking this way for a second. Oh, he's on it. From underneath the little vegetation right there, you saw like the wake, and then I saw its tail like following behind. He just missed it. Okay, so this lure might actually work. Ooh, when you reel this thing fast, she gets a little bit more action. Hold on. Do you feel it? You feel like I feel like something's gonna happen. Oh, no. Did you hear that? Nice little pop on the top water. I knew that if I got it really close like that, it would have a chance, but the thing that I've noticed about these fish too is there's no second chance. Like, they'll hit one time and then they're gone. I mean, you might as well just move on. Like, casting them, it's just not worth it anymore. I don't know. Very, very peculiar fish. I don't know why that one, I was holding my breath on that cast. It just looked like it was gonna happen, but it didn't. Yoink, right down the pipe. On one of you little, nothing worse than fishing than a great cast that doesn't get rewarded. Just leads to a lot of depression. We're gonna get one, Keever. A little bit of ominous thunder. Lovely. We're gonna try to go deep. Yes, Keever, we did it, baby. We did it, baby. Oh, we're stuck on a rock. Oh, we're stuck on a rock. You gotta get him out of there. Let's go. Get up there. No. That's tough. That is tough. I got stuck on the rock and then it must have chafed the line just enough that when I tried to pull him up, yep. Wow. The lure works though. Shout out BJ's Bait and Tackle. I was not expecting that. That thing hit like a train too. Oh, wow. That really, depression. All right. When that thing hit, it just hit like a train. There was really no warning to that. Oh, I think I just spooked one right there. Shoot. So good. For God's sakes. No! He grabbed the back of it and just started to pull it off the hook. Okay, listen though. This lure obviously works. The guy, huge shout out, because this is the most snakehead action I've ever had. And we've been out here for like an hour and 15 minutes maybe, an hour and 10. So, big shout out to that guy. We're gonna get one. Oh, you're really going, huh? What is that? Are there like wild chickens back here? What the heck is going on? Dude, that's a whole gaggle of chickens back there. Actually, do you know what you call a flock of chickens? Is it a flock? Dude, there are fish in here though. Like, we are onto something here with this lure. Okay, I thought that was a terrible cast. I don't even know what just hit that. Something. Dude, a little bass just smoked that. That was the craziest topwater bass I have ever seen. He crushed that. That's epic. Okay, cool. Not what we were going for, but holy smokes, he destroyed that. Wow, all right. Well, let's get you unhooked and on your way, little baby. All right. Man, dude, that's a chunky bass. He got some weight to him for a little guy. Look at that, well fed. All right, well, not totally unsuccessful. That was a crazy topwater hit. Yoink. Off he goes. All right, so we've got one snakehead that we missed. Then we had 2 snakeheads that did not connect, and a crazy topwater bass bite, which I was not even really going for because I was trying to reel it in too quick. But let's see if we can fix this lure and make something of it, because I don't have many left. So far, I think that BJ's Bait and Tackle is definitely number 1 on the list for places to go for a lure suggestion. This thing has just been electric. I got no complaints. And it was a good price. We got our lures and hooks for 10 bucks. Something tells me, you see that little bush right there? There's gonna be a fish right next to it. That would've been pretty epic if something, oh my gosh, I was right. Holy crap, I can't believe that worked. Okay, let's make sure this one doesn't get caught in the rock. Wow, okay, he is all tangled up in the line. Oh boy. Don't love what we got going on here. This could be a problem. We're gonna try to make it a not problem. Oh boy, okay. He came off. Yeah, there was no way I was getting that one. He wrapped up all around his gills, but I kind of want to count that as a catch. Hand on the leader, technically that counts. Man, that was cool. I said, let's go by the bush. And then it worked. All right, well, we're down to 2 lures. For God's sakes. It's a tough place to land snakehead, I guess. I don't know. I saw when he was coming in, he like did a bunch of spins and it was all around his gills, like around the gill plate. I knew it was just gonna come off. But again, with the action, we're getting some action. All right, let's tie another one on. The biggest catch of the day is a plastic bag, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. That thing is heavy, whatever it is. Oh. What is that? Oh my God, it's like a Ziploc bag filled with goodies. Mmm. Best catch of the day. That is sickening. I don't even want to touch that. Ugh. Oh, look at it just oozing. That is just disgusting. That was actually a fantastic cast. Awkward. This bird probably thinks I'm like chasing him down. All right, you go that way, I'll go this way. Wow. Wow, that would have been really bad. How about that for a start? I knew that was gonna happen too. I did it anyways. Oh God. On today's adventure, Angelo goes in the canal. Ugh. That's a big one, dude. Holy, that's a big one. Okay. Oh, dude, that thing hit like a train. He came off. Oh, wow. Dude, that was the biggest snakehead I've hooked That was a legit fish. How did he come off? Oh, that was so epic. Dude, this lure is so effective, but also I keep losing fish. I don't understand. It's probably a skill issue, if I'm being honest. It's a my fault kind of thing, but wow. Dude, did you see that one? That was pretty legit. Damn it. All right, well, good call. Cameraman said, cast here. Immediate fish. Let's tighten the drag down. I don't think I realized that there was fish that size here. All right, let's do this again. A fish. Yeah. That's mine. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, we're not gonna boof this on the rock. It's a small one. Let's go for the land. Oh, he does it. Oh, he finally does it. Yes. Did I lose the lure? Sure did. Did I lose the fish? Sure did not. Yes. Oh my gosh, so many tries. Every single cast so far has been a fish, and I've taken 4 casts, 3 casts. That's actually nuts. The other one was way bigger than this, but this will do. We did it. That lure is extremely successful. This is like the 4th or 5th snakehead that I've caught on the lure, but I've just not been able to land them on this bank, but we finally got one. Pretty cool fish. If I got hit again right away, that would be, oh my God. There was a fish on it. That was kind of crazy. Dude, what is this lure? Why is it so effective? I don't get it. Try that shit again. Oh. Okay. All right, same kind of spot. Oh yeah, there's something on him. Oh dude, there's something trying to get this. I don't know what that is. It's giving me peacock bass vibes though. God. Adventures with Angelo. Just caught another bush. Oh, good. Right in the, perfect. That definitely never happens on this channel. Oh, I see something up here. Let's go see if there's anything going on. Dude, it's a party out here. That dog's unhappy. Oh no, the mango. Hold on, we'll get this one. Let's see. Here we go. Beautiful. That's a nice mango.
Yeah, one more?
Yeah, we'll take one more. Thank you. Block it. Perfect. Right. Thank you, man. Dude, those are juicy. No way. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Man, that felt so right. We get a couple more of those type of casts, we're gonna get rewarded. That looks so good. That's why I said that. Nice, dude. Nice. Okay. Now we gotta find a place to not fall in and land this. Easier said than done. Please get out of there. Okay. It really wants to go over here. Over here is good. I guess. Not really. All right. This may or may not work. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, that's a little bit bigger one. Can I make it? Oh, he makes it, and that's a pretty solid one. Hell yeah. We did it, baby. Okay. Now we gotta get this thing unhooked. All right. I'm gonna also try not to let this one get super dirty, but I kind of have a feeling he's gonna spin around like a psychopath. All right. This lure challenge is definitely complete. We've caught many fish, and this is the second one that I've landed. He's not bad either. What a fun adventure, and shout out to BJ's Bait and Tackle for providing an absolutely electric lure. 100% go check them out. They, some really cool dudes with some good recommendations. Whew. Heck yeah. Dude, it's like I got it figured out now. Oh boy. Can he land him? Can he land him? He sure can. That'd be 3, please. Thank you. Oh, and he came right out. Look at that, don't even have to unhook him. But I did almost hook myself. I said, that's the cast. I got it locked in now. Figured out the lure, figured out how these fish work. I really never targeted snakehead before this, so they are pretty cool to catch though. I'm kind of, they're ranking a little higher on my new favorite species to get. Okay, so clearly this thing can catch some fish. And I figured since we're now on the second episode of the bait challenge, and I hope for many, many more to come, it's time to start ranking these things. We're gonna rank the store and we're gonna rank the lure. And I'm gonna do it out of 10, and I'll kind of explain why I give it that. So I definitely think we're gonna go back an episode and start with the Bass Pro one. The store, we all love Bass Pro. It's hard to hate on it. I'll give the store a solid 8.5. It's a great place to shop for anything that you need outdoors, and more often than not, the employees are phenomenal. And that being said, you know, they gave me permission to film. They let me come in and do the video, and they even, you know, participated and picked out the lure. So shout out to them. That was really cool. That being said, that rat lure was the hardest thing I have ever fished with. I never actually ended up catching a fish on it, and I fished for weeks and I could not catch something on it. Could just be me. There's plenty of skill issue when it comes to fishing. I'm no expert, but that was a tough lure. But today, we have the lure recommendation from BJ's Bait and Tackle, and I have to say that this thing exceeded my expectations tenfold. When he handed this to me, I was in a bit of panic. It's a big swim bait, and he told me that he wanted me to try and catch some snakehead on it. That also scared me. I've only ever caught 2 in my life. I've only lived in South Florida since September, so before that I was in Sarasota, and we don't really have those over there. So it just seemed like a big challenge to me. That being said, this thing performs phenomenal. You can, I don't know if you're supposed to, but you can run it both ways. You can run it where the paddle's up or the paddle's down, and you get a little bit of action, a little bit different action, no matter which way you put it on. Both ways I caught fish, but I just found it to be a cool use case for the lure. I thought that, you know, as far as the store goes, BJ's Bait and Tackle is getting a 9-1. They are just some of the nicest people, super knowledgeable, super down to earth. They got good prices. I got a set of hooks and my lures for $10. Highly recommend going and check them out if you're ever down in the area. That being said, as far as the lure goes, it does catch fish, no doubt about that, but I am going to have to give it maybe like an 8.3, 8.4, only because its durability is not good. The Florida heat destroyed this thing. And on top of that, they've got these little cavities where you can kind of, thread the hook through. They were my arch nemesis. You basically catch one fish, and you can see this is the last lure that I have. You catch one fish and the thing just splits all the way open. So then when you try to put your hook in, there's really no meat for it to go into. I honestly would prefer it more if they just left it as one solid piece that you could just feed your hook through. It is nice for getting it set up straight, but it's not the best for durability. So I think that rating's pretty fair. And then I'm gonna start this Excel sheet where I just kind of start putting the rankings, and I'll have the store ranking and then the lure ranking from that store, and we'll see where we go. I think we're gonna keep this challenge going. I find it particularly fun, gets me out of my comfort zone. I never would have bought this on my own, and now I have a secret weapon for catching snakehead, and so do all of you if you want to give it a try. But that's a wrap for today. I think it was very successful, had a ton of fun, and looking forward to the next lure challenge.